We've all been sold a lie. The lie is that the institutions, the banks, the power grid, the corporate supply chains are the permanent fixtures of our reality. We're taught to believe that these systems are the machine that will always run as long as we keep feeding it our time and our labor. But look at the data. Look at the fragility of our grid. Look at how quickly a localized supply chain issue becomes a regional crisis. The system isn't failing. It's working exactly as it's designed. It's just that design was never meant to sustain you. Welcome to Ohio Valley Prepping. People ask me all the time, are you trying to save the world? My answer is simple. No. I am not here to save a system that was built to consume itself. I'm here to build its replacement. Today we're going to talk about the Great Decoupling. This isn't just prepping. It's about a philosophy of the aftermath. There's a sunken cost fallacy that keeps us trapped. We think, if I just vote for the right person, or if I just invest in the right market, the world will fix itself. We waste our emotional currency trying to repair a foundation that's already cracked. I've spent the last year here at Ohio Valley Prepping, tracking the fragility of our daily lives. I see people terrified by grocery store prices, people panicking by every ripple in the stock market. That panic, it's a symptom of dependency. When you outsource your survival, you lose your agency. Decoupling from the system is about taking that agency back. It's a realization that you don't need a government grant or a corporate paycheck to be a human being who provides for their family. Is it scary? Sure. It's much easier to just stay on the treadmill, but the treadmill is slowing down. And when it stops, you don't want to be the one who never learned how to walk. To build something better, you need to be active. You need to store the utility of the modern world before it vanishes. So let's talk about the water table in the Ohio Valley. People assume fresh means safe. In this region, we have to worry about industrial runoff and mineral deposits. A simple filter is fine for a weekend hike, but for long-term viability, you need a multi-stage system. Something that catches sediment and then moves on to activated carbon to handle the chemicals. If you don't understand the process of water purification, then you're just guessing. And in a collapse, a guess is a death sentence. And what about your communication setup? Most people think they'll just turn on the radio when things go bad. But if you don't know the frequencies in your area, you're just shouting into the void. You need a local net, you need a schedule, and you need the discipline of silence. If you're the guy broadcasting your location and inventory to everyone with a scanner, well, you failed before you even started. We practice the quiet net. Listen, listen, listen some more, and then confirm. That's how your community will survive. A lot of people ask me, why do you stay in the Ohio Valley with the harsh winters? Isn't it going to be hard? The truth is, I know the land here. I know the rhythm of the seasons here. Someone running off to the mountains in a panic, they're just a tourist. A person who knows how to plant, how to harvest, and how to manage the soil in their own area, that's an architect. Another question I get a lot, is it worth it to prepare for something that might never happen? Well, my response is, just take a look at the last 365 days. We celebrated a year here in Ohio Valley Prepping a few months ago. And in that year, How many normal days were actually normal? If you're prepared, the unexpected is, well, just another Tuesday. If you're not, the unexpected is the end of your life as you know it. It's not about fear, it's about insurance. So let's go over a scenario. It's 8 a.m., the grid goes down, your phone's a brick, and everything's complete silence. Most people spend the first 30 minutes in denial. They'll be refreshing their browser, they'll walk out, talk to their neighbors to see what they know. They'll waste the most valuable time they have. You and me, on the other hand, we got standing orders. The first 10 minutes, don't look at your screen. Confirm your immediate water and perimeter status. Next 20 minutes, deploy the radio antenna. Establish the local net, find out what's going on. And then secure your water and food sources. Look, this isn't Call of Duty. This is logistics. You're not fighting zombies. You're fighting the tendency of the human brain to panic. You're already winning the war against your own fear. We're not here to save the world. The world as we know it is a dying fire, and it built that fire log after rotten log. So I say, let it burn. We're the ones here to gather the embers. When the smoke clears, the future won't be defined by the loudest voice. It'll be defined by the ones who were quiet, the ones who kept the seeds, the ones who kept the radio frequencies, the ones who had the courage to build a structure that doesn't rely on the old world's fragility. You know, it's been an honor to do this work with you over the last year. Whether you've been here since the first video or you're just finding us now, the mission's the same. Seeding the future. I'm ready. Are you? This is Ohio Valley Prepping. We'll see you on the other side.